Premiering in 1965, Get Smart instantly redefined the spy genre on television. It gave us Maxwell Smart Agent 86, a clumsy yet fiercely enthusiastic spy, alongside Agent 99, his sharp and brilliant partner. The show didn't just deliver endless laughs. It turned unimaginable gadgets from the iconic shoe phone to the chaotic cone of silence into timeless symbols of an era. Yet behind the bright spotlight and roaring laughter lay unexpected behind-the-scenes secrets. Did you know lead actor Don Adams smartly turned down a $12,500 weekly salary for a stake in the show's ownership? Or that Fang the Spy Dog, once a fan favorite, was bluntly fired for being too stubborn on set? And have you ever wondered why the beautiful Agent 99's real name was never revealed? Leaving her forever as just an alias? What dark secrets and hidden truths lurked behind the cameras? All 20 of the strangest, most thrilling facts about Get Smart will be uncovered in this video. Let's turn back the clock and explore. 15 gadgets everyone would envy. Have you ever wished just once that you could get your hands on the crazy gadgets from Get Smart? Mel Brooks, the mastermind behind the show, once revealed his golden rule: do what James Bond would do, but stretch it half an inch. That spontaneous half an inch shaped a truly unique spy world, leaving a lasting sense of nostalgia for generations of fans. Who could forget the legendary shoe phone? The iconic moment Maxwell Smart casually takes off his shoe and holds it to his ear during a serious meeting became an immortal symbol. It was absurd and hilarious, yet it completely captivated a whole generation. If the shoe phone was the peak of creativity, the cone of silence was the ultimate satirical joke. Built for absolute secrecy, every time the cone lowered, Maxwell and his chief had to scream at each other just to be heard, while everyone outside the room could hear them perfectly. That recurring failure brilliantly mocked bureaucracy and the blind worship of technology in the 1960s. Executive producer Leonard Stern even revealed a shocking truth. A few gadgets on the show were designed so close to reality that the actual FBI became genuinely concerned. At least no real-world spy would ever communicate through a shoe or a sugar-coated candy. But it was exactly that logical nonsense that wove a priceless piece of cinematic history. 14. Agent 86, the meaning behind the number. Did you know that Maxwell Smart's codename 86 wasn't just a random number? In American restaurant slang dating back to the 1930s, 86 was a term used to refuse service to a customer or to cut an item from the menu because it ran out. The name was a witty nod to the spy's own clumsy, discarded nature. In addition, a popular piece of cinematic trivia often twisted into rumor claims that Agent 99 was originally named Agent 69, but was killed off by the NBC network for being too provocative. However, the truth carries a much sweeter and more thoughtful tone as told by actress Barbara Feldon herself. Her character was initially designated as Agent 100, symbolizing a woman who is 100% perfect. But then Buck Henry, the show's co-creator, realized that 99 sounded much more feminine, softer, and easier to say. As Feldon once shared, the number 100 felt too rigid, while 99 flowed naturally and rolled off the tongue. And that is the real reason this legendary name made it to the screen and stayed in the hearts of audiences for decades. 13. The most unusual promotion in TV history. In 1965, before Get Smart officially hit the small screen, a thrilling and unique promotional campaign was launched by Rogers and Cowan, sent directly to America's most powerful TV critics. Instead of boring press releases, they received a set of 5 sealed envelopes stamped top secret from Agent Maxwell Smart himself, pulling them into a real-life spy game. It kicked off with a brief shh command in the first envelope to spark curiosity. The game then teased the brain in the second envelope with instructions to decode a message embossed on an enclosed pin. By the third envelope, recipients had to use a lighter or match wisely to reveal a hidden message in invisible ink. The confusion peaked at the fourth envelope with a mysterious Dutch phrase, "You'd be smarter to get someone else to read this aloud to you." Finally, the curtain was lifted in the fifth envelope with a dramatic photo of Max, Agent 99, and Fang, their dog. Their eyes blacked out, accompanied by the open-ended caption, "A scene from blank at blank on blank." That clever, challenging, and nostalgic approach completely won over the media of the time and served as the perfect launch pad for a legend. What do you think about this creative, pure spy promotional campaign for Get Smart? Share your thoughts below. 12. Barbara Feldon and Don Adams initially disliked each other. It's strange how behind the scenes the relationship between Barbara Feldon and Don Adams was the exact opposite of their perfect on-screen chemistry. Before the camera, they were a legendary 1960s duo, the clumsy Agent 86 and the graceful, brilliant Agent 99. But in reality, throughout 5 years of filming, they barely had a real conversation outside of basic politeness and professionalism. Every time the director yelled cut, they would quietly drift apart, leaving the crew bewildered. Yet ironically, that very distance accidentally created an underlying spark, both tense and captivating, that made audiences truly believe in a suppressed romance between the two spies. It took years after the spotlight faded for time to bring them closer together. Reunited for the revival movie Get Smart Again, 1989. Barbara and Don looked at each other and smiled, feeling a genuine warmth between their souls for the first time as they grew older. And when Don Adams passed away in 2005, Barbara wistfully shared a deeply nostalgic truth. Despite not being close, she always felt connected to him in a sacred way, a way that perhaps only Agent 86 and Agent 99 could ever truly understand. 11. Max Smart tested many sports cars. It's undeniable that 1960s sports cars had immense appeal, and Get Smart made full use of it. From the earliest seasons, Max Smart appeared behind the wheel of cars any fan would envy. He drove a Ferrari 250 GTPF Spider Cabriolet, a luxury icon that fans would trade a leg to own. He also had a classic red Sunbeam convertible reminiscent of suave secret agents like James Bond. By Season 3, Volkswagen became a main sponsor, giving Max the chance to drive the beautiful blue Carmen Ghia. In Season 4, he switched to a pair of impressive cars, a yellow Citroen and a blue Shelby Mustang GT500, making his driving scenes some of the show's most visually striking moments. Season 5, sponsored by Buick, saw Max cruising in a yellow Opel GT, proving Agent 86 never lacked style or speed. If you've ever watched James Bond films, you'll notice a clear similarity. Any respected secret agent needs a luxury car or even a fleet. Max Smart fit that mold perfectly. In the opening credits, he drives a bright red Sunbeam convertible in the first episode, then moves to the Ferrari 250 GTPF Spider Cabriolet, now auctioned for over $10 million. Audiences also saw him looking sharp in the Volkswagen Carmen Ghia, followed by the Citroen and Ford Mustang, and finally the Opel GT in Season 5. 10. Fang the Spy Dog made a strong impression. In Get Smart, the spy dog Fang, also known as K-13, was a lovable yet unpredictable supporting character. Recruited by Control to assist Maxwell Smart, and Agent 99 Fang often caused hilarious chaos instead of being the perfect helper. His clumsy, innocent personality turned serious spy missions into comedic highlights, adding a unique charm to the show. Fang was trained by a man named Red, responsible for getting him on camera and helping him perform spy scenes. However, after Season 2, Fang no longer appeared. He often disobeyed commands, causing repeated filming disruptions. Managing and training him became so costly that Fang was ultimately written out after Season 2. Do you like this dog? Share your thoughts below. 9. Agent 99's real name remains a mystery. Agent 99's real name remains one of Get Smart's biggest mysteries. Throughout the series, she is only referred to by her code name, making her simultaneously alluring and elusive. On rare occasions in Season 4, she used the name Saren Hilton, but it turned out to be another alias. Even after marrying Max, audiences never learn her true name. In The Man Called Smart, Max accidentally calls her Ernestine, to which she sharply replies, "That's the first time you've ever called me Ernestine. And if that were really my name, it would have been revealed." This was the writer's playful way of keeping viewers longing for something they could never have. But Agent 99 was more than just a behind-the-scenes love interest for Maxwell Smart. She was the first mother in sitcom history to continue working after giving birth. When Max and 99 married and had twins in Season 4, audiences expected her to step back as most women on TV did at the time. But she remained a spy, still wielding a gun and facing danger alongside her team. Few know that 99 initially started as a minor character, merely supporting Maxwell Smart. But over time she won over viewers' hearts and became a memorable presence in the series. 8. Adams made a smart decision by taking profit shares. When Don Adams negotiated his salary for the role of Maxwell Smart in Get Smart, He faced a difficult choice. Take a high salary of $12,500 per week with no ownership in the show, or accept a lower salary in exchange for a share of the show's profits. Adams chose the latter, a decision that proved incredibly wise as the show became a cultural phenomenon and continued to air for many years. This decision provided Adams with a steady income from the show's reruns, even though he was no longer actively involved. However, the fame of Maxwell Smart also led to a typecasting issue, as he was frequently recognized and offered similar roles, making it difficult to break away from that image. After Get Smart ended, Adams appeared in projects such as The Partners 1971 to 1972 and Don Adams' Screen Test 1975 to 1976, but none matched the success of his iconic spy. Nonetheless, he remained beloved for his voice role as Inspector Gadget in the animated series of the same name. 7. The Chief suffered from chronic back pain. Edward Platt, who played the Chief in Get Smart, was a talented actor with a career spanning over 2 decades. However, during filming, he faced a serious health challenge, chronic back pain. This affected his ability to fully participate in episodes and shaped how he appeared on screen. Due to his condition, Platt could not appear in certain episodes, and in many scenes he was filmed sitting to alleviate discomfort. To explain his absence, the writers crafted storylines where the Chief was on secret missions or on leave. These measures maintained continuity without disrupting the main narrative. Despite his health struggles, Platt continued to contribute to Get Smart until the series ended. His professionalism and dedication helped make the Chief an essential part of the show's success. 6. Agent Larabee was Don Adams' cousin. Agent Larabee, played by Robert Carvelis, was the assistant to the chief head of the intelligence agency Control. Larabee was portrayed as clumsy and incompetent, sometimes even less capable than Maxwell Smart. Yet his foolishness added charm and humor, enriching the show's satirical take on the spy world. Few know that Robert Carvelis, who played Larabee, was Don Adams' cousin. To keep family close, Adams created opportunities for Carvelis to appear in small, uncredited roles in the early episodes. One of these unnamed roles was an assistant to the Chief, which eventually evolved into the character of Larabee becoming a permanent member of Control. Carvelis appeared throughout all 5 seasons of Get Smart, demonstrating long-term commitment to the show. After Get Smart, he continued collaborating with Adams on the sitcom The Partners, playing Freddie Butler, a character who frequently took the blame for others, creating numerous comedic situations. Do you enjoy Larabee and the laughs he brings? Share your thoughts in the comments below. 5. Many films and comics copied it. The Get Smart series became an inspiration for many other works. Among them, F Troop, starring Forrest Tucker and Ken Berry, created an episode called Spy Counter, in which the writers introduced a character named B. Wise, played by Pat Harrington Jr. This character was clearly a humorous parody of Max Smart, serving as a witty satire of the spy genre. Get Smart's influence also extended into comics. Dell Comics published 8 issues based on the series from 1966 to 1967 in collaboration with Steve Ditko, co-creator and renowned artist of Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, and writer William Johnston, who also penned novels based on other TV shows such as The Brady Bunch, Bewitched, The Flying Nun, and The Monsters. 4. Daniel Melnick deserves recognition for production. Daniel Melnick is perhaps best known for producing classic films like All That Jazz Altered States and Straw Dogs. His works won over 20 Academy Awards and received more than 80 nominations, establishing his reputation and influence in the film industry. You won't find Melnick's name in Get Smart's opening credits, but he deserves mention as he was the one who connected Mel Brooks and Buck Henry from the very beginning to bring the idea of a spy parody series to life. Melnick presented the concept to both, paving the way for one of the most iconic sitcoms of the 1960s. From there, Mel Brooks and Buck Henry began creating Get Smart. Brooks, a comedy legend, contributed timeless works like Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. His unique humor and constant creativity played a significant role in Get Smart's success. Brooks also firmly opposed network suggestions such as adding a mother for Maxwell Smart, believing it was an unnecessary compromise that would undermine the show's identity. Meanwhile, Buck Henry, co-creator and head writer, played a key role in developing the storyline and characters. He shaped the show's distinctive comedic style and ensured consistency throughout episodes. The collaboration between Henry and Brooks created a show that was not only entertaining but also reflected their creative vision and artistry, making Get Smart a landmark in the spy parody genre. 3. Numerous famous guest stars appeared. Get Smart served as a dazzling stage for guest stars. From the very beginning, the list of celebrities wanting to appear on Get Smart was as long as Hollywood's 1960s directory. Among them was Mel Brooks, a living legend in comedy and film, later leaving an indelible mark with masterpieces like Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles. Before those blockbusters, Brooks had already made the world laugh with clever antics, and Get Smart was the platform where he shone alongside numerous top comedians. Episodes of Get Smart offered a golden opportunity for audiences to see major stars. Carol Burnett, Bob Hope, Don Rickles, Steve Allen Regis, Philbin Phyllis Diller, and even Leonard Nimoy, famous as Spock from Star Trek, all made appearances. Each appearance not only thrilled the audience, but also pushed the main actors Don Adams and Barbara Feldon to engage in witty, unexpected exchanges. The episodes delivered classic, surprising moments. Michael Dunn as Mr. Big Striker created an unforgettable villain. Leonard Nimoy's unexpected cameo in Dead Spy left both viewers and actors astonished. James Caan, Bob Hope, Don Rickles. Regis Philbin, the guest star roster is proof of the show's timeless appeal, turning each episode into a special event. 2. Don Adams appeared in many commercials. Don Adams frequently participated in advertising campaigns, turning famous lines like "Would you believe" into highly effective marketing tools. In a commercial for the fast food chain, White Castle, Adams promoted a fish and fries meal for only 99 cents, using Maxwell Smart's image and personality to attract viewers. Filming the commercial was time-consuming and labor-intensive, taking 85 minutes to capture 15 seconds of footage. But the result was a humorous and memorable advertisement that left a strong impression on fans. Beyond fast food, Adams collaborated with Hertz in a 1971 commercial, alongside Penny Marshall as Cinderella. In the ad, Maxwell Smart used his familiar line to persuade Cinderella not to work for her two evil stepsisters. Ultimately, she was instantly transformed into the Hertz uniform, with the prominent tagline, "Every customer is treated like a prince." The creative integration of Get Smart's humor into advertising showcased Adams' versatility and keen ability to maintain the show's appeal. 1. Agent 99 signed 3 contracts. Barbara Feldon, or Agent 99 in Get Smart, was initially hesitant when invited to join the show. She refused the traditional 5-year contract proposed by the producers instead, agreeing to a contract for the first 4 episodes. After completing these initial episodes, Feldon decided to commit long-term and signed a 3-year contract. When this contract ended, she committed to another 2 years, demonstrating her dedication and confidence in the show's success. Initially, Feldon did not want to move from New York to California, where the show was filmed. However, after reading the script, she changed her mind and agreed to participate. This decision proved wise, as Get Smart became one of the most popular TV shows of the 1960s and 1970s. During filming, Feldon faced challenges, including adjusting her height to match co-star Don Adams. Since she was taller than Adams, she often wore flat shoes or went barefoot to create visual balance in scenes. Occasionally, Adams had to stand on a small box to appear taller. Despite these difficulties, Feldon overcame them and became an American television icon. What do you think about this? Interesting, isn't it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. So, we've explored 20 fascinating facts about Get Smart, from behind-the-scenes secrets and humorous script details to legendary characters and unthinkable gadgets that even James Bond would envy. The show wasn't just an excellent spy parody, but a defining part of 1960s culture, leaving a lasting impact on audiences across generations. The details about Maxwell Smart Agent, 99 famous guest stars, hilarious situations, and unique marketing strategies reveal the limitless creativity behind the series. What about you? Which version of Get Smart do you prefer, the original 1965 series or the Steve Carell remake? Have you discovered any other interesting facts we didn't mention? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Before you go, don't forget to hit like if you found this video helpful, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new content, and turn on the notification bell to follow all upcoming exciting videos. Thank you for joining us.